sure that if the act of jumping crashed it, I looked at the log and the last entry was the jump. So um, we were flying in Inverness, so I'm just going to change this to the approach. So let's see if we can get approach. Do 10 nautical mile approach into, so we can just finish out the video at Inverness. And after this, I'll add the links that were in the other video to the description. So just to give you a little brief, in the previous video we're flying from Isle of Man to Inverness. We were at 10,000 feet. I hit the jump, it's my phone. I hit the jump on, that's part of the epic victory, where you can jump between waypoints and trying to make the video a little shorter. And it crashed. So X-plane crashed. Not the aircraft, but the actual application. So it crashed and we restarted, and we're just gonna fast forward to a 10-mile final Inverness, and we're using X-RAAS, which is the free add-on. It's a runway awareness and advisory system. It emulates the Honeywell runway tongue twister runway awareness advisory system that's found with the Honeywell. So it's not typically on the Epic Victory, but I don't like flying airliners, so I modified it, and you can modify it on the fly and modify it down so you're only using one engine and a 2,000 kilo takeoff weight, cruise takeoff weight, or minimum takeoff weight. So just go ahead and start the flight back up and let it read and let it load. Like, again, I apologize. I didn't expect the X-plane to crash, but evidently, you know, it's still in beta, so. We still have to deal with the little bugs. Still waiting for it to load. It's going to take a while to load just the Victory because of all the complex avionics it has. I'm really excited for the Aerobask Eclipse 550, even though it's not. I wish it was using the Avio flight deck like the real Eclipse 550 does, but the free version of the Eclipse 550 I really enjoy flying. And I really can't wait for the Panthera to come out, even though the Panthera is still using, I don't know why I'm using the voice, even though the Panthera HD uses the Dynan Skyview, which is still in the Victory. So if you're not familiar with Aerobask, the Dynan Skyview has been it's in the E1000, it's in the Epic Victory, and it's like their version. It's the Dynan version of the G1000. So, but I actually like it a lot better than the G1000 because they've updated it to be the Skyview Touch, so it's all touchscreen, and you'll just touch with the mouse. So as soon as this thing loads, we'll be ready to go. I'm just going to take the throttle down to half so we won't start with a crazy amount of throttle, so I can find exactly what we're doing here. So I've never actually started on an approach before, so I'm wondering if it's going to have the approach loaded into the FMS or what.
Transponder reception active.
Okay. So X-RAAS is on. We're loading us into an approach here, and this is crazy. Alright, so no approach has been set. And the airspeed is way low. So our flaps are down, our gear is not down. Just go to map right here real quick, flight plan. Insert waypoint. Yeah, we know. EGPE, enter. I don't want arrival, I want direct to waypoint. Insert arrival. ILS 5, none. Now I guess, well, we're not going to do the approach, we're just going to fly and land. As soon as I find a damn thing, which I should be able to load the, the ILS into here, so we'll just go EGPE. Enter runway ILS 5, nav 1 active, and no BS1. Okay, there we go. So now at least know where we're at. So I need to fly over to the right a little bit and line up on the runway. I still cannot see, but we're going to go ahead and, so it's 6 miles away. I'm way low here. So gear down.
Flaps. Gear up.
Oops.
Gear down.
Wrong button. So it's already told us flaps. We need to send in our landing flaps.
Approaching waypoint.
We're really moving, so we really need to slow down. Way above the glide slope now.
Too high. Too high.
I know. So, continue from the last video, we're using the X-RAAS system. So, if you saw the takeoff, and now here's the landing. So we did 10 mile final and have a time to set up.
0, 5.
I'm trying to get lined back up with the runway here. Still way high. We're lined up with the runway here. I don't know why X-Plane 11 keeps toggling the door seal.
300.
We want to be slower than this. We want to be right around 100 knots coming over the fence.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
There's a weird little bounce there.
4,000 feet remaining.
So it's telling us 4,000 feet remaining in the on the runway.
3,000 remaining.
So it's going to count down until we get here. And there's a taxiway up here somewhere, I believe.
2,000 remaining.
At least you'd think there'd be a taxiway up here somewhere. There it is.
1,000 remaining.
Oops. I guess this is that good way. It's gotta be exciting to see one back there. So anyways, so that's how the X-RAAS system works, and like I said, we're still using the 3J clouds. And I'm sorry about the game crashing. I didn't expect it to crash, but it is in beta, so I'm guessing it has something to do with the jump feature on the Epic Victory. And I know that was a short flight, but it was just a continuation of the previous video. And I thank you for watching, so like, subscribe, and I will see you again.